After 20 years of friendship, I cut off my best friend for making me and my husband feel like we were in a cringe comedy. I, 27F, have been best friends with Kathy, 27F, for over 20 years. Our parents were best friends, so naturally we were too, since about 2 years old. Me and Kathy continued to hang out constantly since we were kids. We would have times we would not talk but could always get together and talk like nothing changed. Fast forward to 2023, me and my now husband Michael, 29M, have been together nearly 10 years and have a perfect baby boy together, Oliver, 1M. Kathy and Michael got along pretty well the few times we hung out, but every time we hung out Kathy would constantly try to get close to Michael, i.e. she commented saying "You're so lucky, you guys are so cute together," and also trying to give him long hugs every time she left, leaning on him, etc. Granted, my husband is autistic and he doesn't like to be touched, and she knows this, and I've asked her to respect that. So fast forward to my son's first birthday party, we invited all my closest family and friends including Kathy and her brothers. Kathy shows up to the birthday party in a see-through low-cut top and see-through pants that showed her underwear. I don't normally shame anyone about what they wear, but it was inappropriate for a 1-year-old birthday party. The first thing she does is go up to Michael to hug him. He politely gives her that awkward side hug and walks away. She also asked Michael to walk with her to the bathroom. Like what? He says no and she walks on her own. We continue on with the birthday party with no other occurrences. After the party is over, everyone goes home and Kathy comes over to help us bring in all the gifts and set up the toys we received at Oliver's party. When we get home, me, Michael and Kathy all sit down to set up the toys. Kathy started playing dumb, acting like she couldn't put the toys together and insisted Michael come show her how, saying things like, "Michael, can you do this?" I cow despite me sitting right next to her, and it was literally a puzzle piece. Matt lol, and Michael is across the room. Michael politely told her that I could help her. She made the puppy dog face and laughed it off. But you know, men are embarrassingly unaware sometimes, and he would just didn't realize. I was annoyed, but this was my best friend and I just decided to let it go because I trusted my husband and am mostly secure with myself. After we put together all the toys, we decided to order in. Kathy was vegan, so we ordered in from an Indian restaurant that could easily accommodate her restrictions. We all sat on my bed together and waited for the food to arrive. Oliver was running around, and when Kathy commented on how cute he was, she made a particularly weird comment saying, "Michael and me make pretty babies," and that she wants to have one too with us, making intense eye contact with Michael. Things got really awkward until she laughed and said, "Just kidding." We just moved on and our food got there and we all started eating. Michael had a spicy pepper on his dish and he ate it and immediately turned red and started sweating. Me and Kathy were laughing and Michael spit out the pepper and told me to try it. I don't mind trying something my husband already partially ate. Since we've been together 10 years, I don't find it gross at this point, but much to my surprise Kathy immediately grabbed it and ate the whole thing. She started sweating and taking off her jacket and commented on how hot she was while looking at Michael. It was weird, but again we just moved on. At the end of the night she asked to stay the night because she was couch surfing and sleeping in her car at the time. She was still my best friend and I didn't want her with nowhere to go, so I agreed. Before we all went to bed she made the joke about laying in the middle of me and Michael and we could all cuddle. That made both of us uncomfortable, but she played it off as a joke. We all went to bed and she left early in the morning for work. So after that whole encounter I decided to text her about my issues with that night. I texted her letting her know that she was being very inappropriate and made Michael and me uncomfortable. And that her outfit she wore to my son's birthday was inappropriate as well. She immediately got defensive and replied with "It was hot that day, please stop projecting your insecurities onto me," and Michael did not seem uncomfortable at this point. I was pissed off and told her that the way she's acting with my husband is weird. We got into a pretty big fight and I told her that I did not want to continue talking to her. And it's been about a year since this occurrence and I have her blocked now on everything and haven't talked since. My family said I was being dramatic. But my friends agreed with my decision because she did not respect my boundaries. So, was I right for cutting her off?